Drip is something that every Deepwoken player wants. And today I'm going to be showing you the best places to farm drip. First, starting with the Duke's Manor, I'd rate an 8 out of 10. You can get the owl drip, you can get the shrouded cloaks, and there's lots of other stuff you can get here as well. The Duke of Orisia has countless amounts of drip inside of his manor. Sadly, it's quite difficult to get as you have to go and beat him off to go get it, but other than that, this is a very solid place to farm drip, but it's quite unlikely to get what you want since the Duke of Orisia has quite a large loot pool, which makes it difficult to get what you want. Anyway, moving on to summer, I would have to rate this an easy 10 out of 10, and that's purely because the Warden's capes that drop here, and these look amazing. And there's also other stuff you can get, such as the aristocrat cloaks, and other stuff such as that. Anyway, swiftly moving on to Hive and other places around that, I rate this a 6 out of 10. There's lots of stuff, you can get the pale assassin hood, which is pretty good, but most of the stuff here is mostly just for HP and actual stats. The drip's good, but it's not as good as the other places. You mostly farm here just to get stuff that's actually good for your build rather than actual drip. So instead of farming here for drip, you're better off farming here for stuff that you'll transmog into your drip to make it actually worthwhile and actually have good stats. Now onto the depths, I would rate this a 9 out of 10. Keep in mind I am including layer 2 with this, just to balance it out. The depths also has very high stat things, which adds to the points. Layer 2 you can also get the owl drip and lots of the drops that you also get from the Duke, and just from the depths you can also get a lot of drips that you get from Hive, so it's kind of a mix of the two, which makes it quite a viable place to farm from drip. Obviously the clear flaw is that you could wipe your build and killing some of the mobs could be difficult, which makes it even more difficult. But other than that, this is definitely easy 9 out of 10. I would recommend farming here, especially layer 2. Because you also get legendary weapons there, so makes it really good. Anyway, the Duke's Manor, Hive, and Depths are probably the main places you want to farm for drip, although I will give an honourable mention to A Leader's quest, because there's lots of stuff and rare drops you can get from doing her quest, so I would recommend trying it out. That's where I got my Mr. Assassin cloak, and there's lots of other stuff you can get there, so I would definitely recommend that. I'd like to give one last honourable mention to Chimes of Conflict, just because you pretty much get anything from Chimes, really. You know, it only flaws that, you only get like 3 drops per chest, and of course, you gotta be a good PvPer, but if it's a pretty fun way to farm for stuff, if you want especially rolling a die, you get randomly anything in the game. If you get the worst fucking drip, you get the best fucking drip. Anyway, that concludes my tutorial or guide to find out where the best places to farm drip are. If you have any questions, you can just comment or join my Discord alternatively, and you can just ping me because I don't really care about that. Also, I might start live streaming soon, and like and subscribe please, because I need an ego boost right now.